Are you overwhelmed with how many funnels there are to choose from to succeed in your coaching business? It's like every day where, a new funnel is coming out. Yeah. So first it's like the tripwire funnel. Then it's like the book funnel. Then they say, in order to see, you need to do the challenge funnel. Then it's a blog funnel. Then it's like a Netflix funnel. Then it's like a baking cake funnel. I'm not sure what that is, but it's more and more overwhelming. Well, what if I told you that you actually didn't need a funnel to succeed? Would that be good? Imagine not having to go through that arduous process of setting up all the tech and all the upsells and downsells and the automations. What if you didn't need any of that to succeed in your coaching business? Well, this time I'm going to share with you exactly how you can do that. I know that sounds a little bit too good to be true because how big funnels are now and how we're told every day by all these gurus that you need a funnel to succeed, but you don't actually need a funnel to succeed, and my story is proof of that, and my client success is proof of that as well. So my name is Luke Charlton, aka the Aussie Hermit, and I became a certified coach back in 2012, and then I moved to London in 2013 to really start my coaching business. Yeah, I'm back in Australia now, and that was a catastrophic failure. But funnels back then were just starting to come into grow in popularity. So for me, I really saw I was really at the beginning, all the way up to the rise of where we are with funnels now. And one of the things that I really struggled with back then was chasing the bright shiny objects. So if you heard my story before, I tried so many different marketing strategies. I tried networking and having my own Google Hangout show, my own podcast show, and doing webinars and going in Facebook groups, and of course then trying all the different funnels. Yeah, so the tripwire funnel, the book funnel, the invisible funnel, so many different funnels. And my biggest problem was that I was chasing all these bright shiny funnel objects. And I would get it done. I would launch it after months of effort, and it wouldn't get me the results that the gurus were promising. So what did I do? I changed to the next funnel and hoping that would be my ticket to success. And it never really was. And at the end of my time in London, I came back home with a lot of debt. I left with like 20 grand in savings, come back with like $30,000 in debt, and I ended up moving in with my nan because she was the only one that took me in rent free, and that gave me a chance to really take a step back and look at what did I do wrong in my time in London. One of the things that I realized is I was trying to do too many things at once. Another thing is I was chasing the bright, shining object. So when I took a couple of steps back, I was able to observe what the gurus were doing to succeed. Yeah, what they were teaching often, like, hey, here's a funnel, and they're getting great results with funnel. I'm not saying funnels don't work, but I'm saying for the coach or consultant that just wants some high paying clients, that's not the place that I would recommend. Okay, so what I did is I took a step back, and one thing that I noticed was that all of the gurus, the one thing that they had in common in terms of growing their business was that they all had an email list. Right now, and again, I want you to you probably sign up to a few email lists right now. You're probably following a few experts right now. I bet you 99 times out of 100, they're going to be using email to grow their list. And you've got to ask yourself a question like, why, if they're using email, they're teaching like a bot strategy or some new fangled dangled web funnel strategy, why are they also using email? Because email works. Everyone knows, these top level experts know that the email is where the money is really made. Like, yes, these funnels work when you get them dialed in, which can take, if you're not good at marketing and copy and sales, that can take months, right? But email, the reason why they're all using email is because most people in your market, right, they're not yet ready to buy right now, but they will be someday, right? So that's why we send regular emails, so we follow up, we build a relationship so that when they are ready to buy, who do they think about? They think about you because you're the one that's been following up with them via email, yeah, and telling them about who you are, and you've been helping them during that time so that when they're ready to buy, you send an email, they choose you. Right? That is the power of email. And that's one of the things you'll notice, that all the top level experts, they still use email. So when I realized that, I thought, well, why haven't I really put my time and focus on that? Because it's not sexy, right? It's like I've heard it all before. But I was so disillusioned. I got such terrible results. It's like, well, if I'm implementing all these strategies and following all these bright, shiny objects and they're not working, maybe I should really give like this fundamental, this unsexy approach a go and put my time in that. Because if everyone else is succeeding with email, all these experts, they're using email, they're not teaching, but they're using it, then, if I'm not getting results with email, then there's something wrong that I'm doing, right? And that was the biggest thing for me. I always said with with these other funnels, it's like, oh, that didn't work for me because I'm in this market or because I had this specific offer. And I hear that from my clients as well. Often they will say, oh, well, this funnel didn't work for me because of blank, or Facebook ads won't work for me because of XYZ, right? Because I'm in the dating market. The truth is, for most funnels will work for you, right? But they take a lot of time and effort and tweaking, a lot of time that a lot of coaches, again, I love the idea of funnels. I have my own funnels, but that's not where I started. Yeah. In terms of seeing success, where I started was the unsexy approach of email, unpolished, dull approach of email. So for coaches and experts that just want high-paying clients, that's what I recommend, the place that I recommend you start. And that's what I base my business around. Like, yes, I will test other funnels here and there, but 80% of my revenue still comes from email, right? And you'll notice with the experts, they won't tell you this, but I've worked with some of the top experts in the world writing copy for them, and I've been privy to their back end and seeing what they actually do behind the scenes. And most of their revenue comes from email. Email just plain works. It's unsexy, but it actually works. Yeah. So if you are overwhelmed with all these different choices of funnels, what I would say is scrap the funnels, and this is how you build your business. It's not sexy, but it works. Okay. So you have your lead magnet, the thing that people are opting into your email list for. So you promote your lead magnet via like Facebook ads or podcast interviews. So you promote your email lead magnet. So you promote your lead magnet, that free gift that you're giving away to get people opting into your list wherever. Facebook ads, YouTube ads. People opt into your list, and then you follow up with a daily email. That's it. Like the email, it delivers value and then has a call to action to your product or your service. And the value of that is, as I said, like most people aren't ready to buy now, but they will be someday. Yeah, and then when that someday comes, who do you think they're going to think about? They're going to think about you because you're the one that has been delivering that consistent value and been building the relationship, and you've been demonstrating your expertise every day. Again, it's not sexy, but it works. And everyone knows this. Everyone knows they should follow up, but why don't they? Because they're too busy building funnels, they're too busy spending time in Facebook groups or doing all these other new bright shiny objects, when the solution to what they're looking for, high-paying clients, is right in front of them. And it's a plain, simple, I've heard it before, email. Yeah. So if you want to make it's still the most profitable marketing method out there, by the way. Email beats bots, Messenger, the latest guru funnel strategy, still the most profitable out there. Yeah, and you can go look up the research that as well if you want. Just Google it. So if you're interested in using the most profitable marketing strategy ever invented, email, then I've got a really great workshop called the 15-Minute Client Workshop for you to watch. It's absolutely free. And now this is not your typical guru workshop where you show up for 45 minutes, they tell a rags to riches story, then they teach 15 minutes of crappy, fluffy content, and they pitch you for another 60. This is a balls to the wall, hard teaching, hard content, jam-packed workshop that you're going to need a pen and paper to write down a ton of notes. Yeah, so we go for about 2 hours and 10 minutes. Again, it is a masterclass that you're absolutely going to love, and you're actually going to be able to take the content and advice that you learn from that workshop to start getting high-paying clients right away. Okay, so it's called the 15-Minute Client. I'm going to show you the 15-minute daily email that turns tiny lists into high-paying clients. So yes, you actually do need an email list. It doesn't have to be a big guru list, but you do need an email list to get value from this workshop. I mean, if you don't have an email list, you can still show up and watch if you want. But if you want to be able to start implementing the advice at the end of the workshop that I share, this 15-minute daily email, then you will want an actual email list to send this 15-minute daily email to. And that's all. Like my number one task when I wake up in the morning is to send my 15-minute daily email, because I know that my email list is my low-hanging fruit. Yeah, and then I can go and focus on the other, latest funnel strategies, which again I test every now and then, depending on the thing that comes up. But I'm very wary because I know my past history of chasing bright shining objects. But I know if I just sit down each morning and write my 15-minute daily email, send it out to my list, then that is going to hit my low-hanging fruit. That's going to bring in my clients, and then I can add things later if I want to. If I don't want to, focus on a bright shiny object, I don't have to, because I'm still getting consistent clients from my 15-minute daily email. Okay, so if you're interested in learning that, then just click on this video here. You'll see a call to action. It'll take you through to that workshop. It's on demand, so you can watch it at your own time. And yeah, bring a pen and paper to write down a ton of notes. You're going to absolutely love that. So my name's Luke Charlton, aka the Aussie Hermit. And yeah, go ahead and grab a spot on that workshop. You're going to absolutely love it. I'll see you there. Cheers.